Did you know Commodore, a giant in early home computers, started with typewriters? Jack Tramiel, a Polish immigrant and Auschwitz survivor, began by fixing office machines in New York. His first company, Commodore Portable Typewriter, assembled machines in Canada to avoid import taxes, a clever move that taught him about manufacturing and cost control. But the business world was changing fast. Japanese electronics were replacing mechanical devices. Jack saw the shift and decided to pivot from typewriters to electronic calculators. Commodore became one of the first to bring affordable calculators to the mass market. This leap into electronics taught them how to source components, design circuits, and sell high-tech products. The transition from typewriters to calculators set the stage for Commodore's next big move: personal computers. Sometimes, the biggest revolutions start in the most unexpected places. Jack's willingness to adapt would soon change the world of technology. From a tiny repair shop to the dawn of the computer age, Commodore's story was just beginning. Let's see how they took the next step. End scene. Commodore's calculator business boomed until chip suppliers started undercutting them. Jack Tramiel realized to survive, he needed to control his own technology. He bought MOS Technology, gaining the legendary 6502 microprocessor and a chip factory. This move gave Commodore a huge edge. They could build products faster and cheaper than competitors. Chuck Peddle, the engineer behind the 6502, joined Commodore and pitched a bold idea. The future wasn't calculators, but personal computers. At first, Jack was skeptical. Computers were for big companies, not homes. But Chuck convinced him they could build a computer for everyone. This was the turning point. Commodore was about to change the world again. With their own chips and a visionary team, they set out to build a computer for the masses. The stage was set for Commodore's next revolution. Let's see what happened when they took the leap. End scene. Jack gave Chuck Peddle's team 6 months to build a personal computer. They transformed their CIM-1 board into the Commodore PET, an all-in-one machine with a keyboard, tape drive, and monitor. When unveiled at the 1977 Consumer Electronics Show, the PET stunned the crowd. It was ready to use out of the box, no assembly required. The PET became a hit in schools and offices thanks to its sturdy design and built-in BASIC language. Commodore sold tens of thousands, proving there was a real market for personal computers. But the PET had limits. Only monochrome text, no sound, and a quirky keyboard. Meanwhile, Apple's new computer offered color and sound. Jack realized, to win the home market, they needed a computer that was fun, not just functional. The PET opened the door. Now Commodore aimed for the living room. The next chapter would bring computers to millions of homes. End scene. Commodore's next goal: make a computer anyone could afford. The VIC-20, launched in 1981, was the first color computer under $300 and the first to sell over 1 million units. It plugged into a TV, had color graphics, sound, and a real keyboard, perfect for games and learning. The VIC-20 introduced a generation to home computing. But Commodore's masterpiece was the C64, released in 1982. With 64 KB of RAM, advanced graphics, and the legendary SID sound chip, the C64 was a creative powerhouse. It became the best-selling computer ever, with up to 22 million sold. Commodore's control over chip manufacturing let them cut prices and crush competitors. For millions, the C64 was their first computer, a gateway to the digital world. Commodore had brought computing to the masses, but success brought new challenges. End scene. Commodore's rise was dramatic, but so was its fall. Jack Tramiel's tough leadership drove success, but also internal conflict. In 1984, Jack left after a boardroom clash. Commodore lost its focus. Later computers failed to capture the magic of the C64. The Amiga was a technical marvel, but poor marketing doomed it. As IBM PCs and Apple Macs took over, Commodore faded. In 1994, the company declared bankruptcy. The lesson: great products need vision, leadership, and adaptability. Commodore's legacy lives on, inspiring generations of creators and dreamers. Their story proves that innovation, risk, and resilience can change the world. Stick around for more stories of tech pioneers. End scene.